Let's have a look at expanding single brackets. So what I've got is I've got both the algebra and the a visual representation. So if I take this term here, x plus 2, then that's the same as what I've got over the side here. I've got x and then I've got two single ones. So that's the same as x plus 2. Okay. Now what we want to think about is if I want to write that out as 3 lots of x plus 2, that means I want 3 lots of each of those parts. So that would give me 3 lots of x's and it would give me 3 lots of 2's. Okay, so that's visually what's happening there. Okay, let's have a look at actually a couple of different methods to expand. So if I have this expression here, 3a bracket 5 minus 2a, and I want to expand that, that's the same as saying 3a times everything that's inside this bracket, 5 minus 2a. So one method I can use is the box method here, and I can put the 3a on the left hand side. Then above, I'm going to put my two terms, 5, take away 2a. Now what I'm going to do is it's like a multiplication grid, and I'm going to multiply these together. So I'm going to do 3a times 5. Okay, so that's going to be 3a times 5 here, which will give me 15a. Then I'm going to do 3a times 2a. So I'm going to get 3a times 2a, which 3 times 2 is 6. A times a is a squared. And now all I need to do is add in the minus that we've got here and put that between those terms there. And so that's going to give me, I'll do it up the top here, that's going to give me 15a minus 6a squared. Okay, so I've multiplied that 3a by both of the pieces inside. The second method is to do something like what I just kind of indicated in the previous one. I'm going to take that 3a and multiply it one at a time by each of the pieces inside. So I'm going to do 3a times 5, which will give me 15a, and then I'm going to write the minus sign, and then I'm going to do 3a, multiply that by 2a, and that will give me 6a squared. We need to remember our negative rules. So if we have, remember, negative times negative gives you a positive. So if I'm expanding this, negative 3 bracket x minus 4, I'm doing the negative 3. Now, when I say it, it's negative 3, okay? It's not subtract 3, it's negative 3. And I'm going to multiply that negative 3 by each of the pieces inside. So I'm going to do negative 3 times x, take away negative 3 times 4. Now I can simplify. So negative 3 times x will give me negative 3x minus, now negative, minus and a negative together makes it into a plus, and 3 times 4 is 12. Let's have a look at example 4. We've got a couple of bigger problems here. So when I look at this equation number 1 here, you'll see that there are different terms. So I've got this 4p is one term, plus, and then I've got 3 bracket all of this. So I've got these two terms, and I need to keep them separate, all right? I'm not going to combine the 4p and the 3 together. What I'm going to do first, bed maths rules, I'm going to deal with the brackets first. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is I am going to deal with this expression here. So I'm going to leave the 4p alone. Oh, not equals 4p plus. Now I'm going to expand out the brackets. So I'm going to do 3 times 2p, and that's going to give me, so 3 times 2 is 6, so that would give me 6p. Now I've got a minus inside the bracket, so then I'm going to do 3 times 4. And 3 times 4 is 12. Now that I've got this far, now I can think about like terms and I can simplify. So I expand first and simplify second. So 4p plus 6p will give me 10p, and then I've got take away 12. Those are unlike terms now, so I know I've got my final answer. So let's now have a look at question number 2 here. So Again, we need to do the bracket first. Excuse me. And so what we've got there is, I've noticed how I've kind of highlighted and kept the negative 4 together. That's really important. Okay, so I'm going to leave the 7b alone. And now I'm going to do minus 4 times 6. So minus 4 times 6 is 24. Then I'm going to do minus 4 times minus 3b. Minus times minus is a positive. And 4 times 3b will give me 12b. Now I can look for like terms. So I've got 7b plus 12b. So 7b plus 12b will give me 19b. And then I've got take away 24. Oh, hang on, let me just go back. That didn't look like a b. 19b, take away 24. Okay, let's have a look at example 5. So now I've got 3 terms in my brackets. Okay, 1, 2, 3 terms. And I've got a 4 on the outside of the bracket. What that means is I'm going to take that 4 and I'm going to multiply each of the terms inside by that same number. So I'm just extending the rule that we've been using. Okay, you still multiply whatever's on the outside by all of the pieces inside, all of the terms inside. So I'm going to get 4 times the 2x to the power of 3 plus 4 times 3x plus 4 times, oh, not plus, minus 4 times 1. So then I need to simplify. So 4 times 2x cubed, so 4 times 2 is 8x cubed, plus 4 times 3x will give me 12x. Take away 4 times 1 is 4. And now I need to look at those and think, are they like terms or unlike terms? And I've got x cubed, x, and a number. So they're all unlike terms, so that's as much simplifying as I need to do.